It knifed away from him as he tried to go through center. Now Bettens takes away at neutral for UMD. Bettens into the zone. He's canceled out with a good check along the far side. Puck into the corner on the far boards for UMD. Comes back to Bettens. Tried to feed the point and does. Pionk with it. Long shot. That hit James in front. Karams to Minnesota, who will skate to center. Zemer gets the return pass. Nice toe drag. A shot. He scores! Brody Zemer snaps it past Guyon. Minnesota, an early 1-0 lead.
Well, there you see that high-octane offense and that skill right off the bat. Brody Zemer, the freshman, shows what he can do here as he absolutely undresses the UMD defenseman. A little toe pull and makes no mistake on a great individual effort. Nice little give and go there. Zemer with Oliver Moore, another guy you're going to hear a lot tonight. Great work by UMD here to jump on that shorthanded opportunity. They had numbers 3-on-2 up the ice, and they didn't get cute. They just made a nice attempt to shoot it on goal and get some traffic there, and it almost paid off for them.
45 seconds gone on the power play for Minnesota. Their clearing attempt knocked down at the line. Wood picks it up, tries to sidestep to hit a Molinar. Centering pass knocked away by Guyon. Now back in, a shot, they score! Brody Lamb, a power play goal just like that. It's 2-0 Minnesota.
Well, that's a tough shift for Jack Smith on UMD. He had an opportunity to clear that puck out earlier, and then he had another opportunity to make a play, and unfortunately gives it up. You'll see this right here the second time. He's got it, and he throws it right back to Lamb. I'm not sure what he's thinking there. I think he was maybe just trying to clear it to the corner, which is kind of what you're taught when you're panicking in front of your net, but something to build off of a couple of good shifts here.
Matthew Wood, the transfer from UConn, another of the first-round draft picks in the lineup for Minnesota, to the middle, and Guyon made the save. Wood picks up the rebound. Rinzel has it. He walks into the circle, a shot that Guyon turns aside. I think it got through to Guyon. Wood holds the zone for Minnesota. Clark, centering pass right on the doorstep. Wood, a shot, he scores! Matthew Wood, the lead is 3-0 Minnesota.
Well, on cue, you mentioned the name Matthew Wood, probably the top transfer in college hockey, coming over from UConn to Minnesota. This kid is going to be a superstar one day, and you see he stays with it. He gets one shot, and then he has enough time and space to stay with it and pick up the puck on his backhand. Here, the attempt on his forehand, and he stays with it, and he's...
Middle stats on the roster, one in the lineup tonight for Minnesota. The younger brothers of Casey Middlestat, of course, who you'll remember from his time in the Gophers uniform. Depending on which side of the ledger you're on, those are either fond memories or not so fond memories.
Well, he's developing into a really nice NHL hockey player now.
Rinzel walks in, he scores! Sam Rinzel wires one to the top shelf. It's 4-0 Minnesota.
Well, one thing this Minnesota team has done extremely well tonight is go low to high, meaning pucks down low in the corner, their forwards get possession, and they don't hesitate. They zip it right back up to the defenseman. And these defensemen, including Rinzel, obviously, you'll see it goes right back up top. He takes a stride in and just rips it top shelf. Another highly touted NHL high-round draft pick to the Chicago Bulls.
Killers on the ice. Hansen once again 200 feet away for the Bulldogs. Perkins, 10 seconds to go as he feeds Hansen at the blue line. Dumps it around to the far corner. Whacked at there. Dubinsky holds the zone against Snuggerud. It comes free to Perkins in the corner. Back to 5-on-5. The one-timer from Hansen, no good. He fanned on it. It comes free to Perkins, though. Into the circle, a shot. Now it comes to Betchin. Dubinsky shot, he scores! Aiden Dubinsky for UMD. The Bulldogs are on the board. It's 4-1.
Well, that'll go down as a 5-on-5 even strength goal as that penalty expired, but relentless puck pursuit. Again, UMD just didn't give up on that shift as the puck was again bouncing and they couldn't quite get a bounce, but they stuck with it. And finally it bounces out to Dubinsky, who does a nice job stepping down a little bit deeper, looking
down to the scene, the former Minnesota Mr. Hockey Award winner from Warroad. Another of those talented freshmen that fans have been excited to see for so long here in Duluth. Nevers blew a tire on the far side. Got it to Falloon, now it's back. This is Hughlin, high in the zone, chased by Hansen, a diving play by Hansen. It comes now to Thomas in the circle, walks in, save made, the rebound, they score! Aaron Hughlin on the rebound. The lead back at 4, it's 5-1.
Well, you talk about getting lost, and that's exactly what Hughlin did there, is he rolled up high, and you said Hansen was kind of pursuing him up top there, and unfortunately the player loses a tire, but you can see Hughlin just cruises down the middle of the ice after he's up high there and just kind of coasts in and waits for that puck, and you'll see him right here just kind of sneaking in right there, and it just hops right to him. That's another
perimeter, easier saves for Latkozy, but sometimes you run into a hot goaltender.
Yeah. Lots.
Good pass ahead, and that shot from Falloon is wide of the goal. As now maybe UMD has to take some chances. It's led to some odd man breaks the other way for Minnesota. Flipped in by Shagabe. Mangini, the first one there for the Bulldogs. In the corner, feeds the point, handled well by Dubinsky. He moves to the middle. Pionk, he walks to the circle. A shot off the mask of Airy. Dubinsky finds the puck, he scores! No one knew where it was. Aiden Dubinsky did. He scores his second of the game. It's 5-2.
Well, a bizarre sequence. I'm looking at the referees right now in the replay to see if there was some sort of goaltender interference, but he had no idea where that was. Airy, as he kind of just stayed on that right side of his crease, you'll see a great angle here. Look at he thinks it's there, but it's already on the left side up by the point, and he's still looking for it. So he just completely lost that puck. Second power play of the night for UMD.
Minnesota power play for the Bulldogs. They win the draw. Gallatin to Pionk at the point. Across James, a shot, they score! Deflected in! Dominic James, a power play goal. It's 5-3.
Well, I think Dominic James is going to get credit for this goal. I believe it goes off a Gopher player in front. You'll see Gallatin throws it back up top to Pionk, who swings it over, and I think it hits the stick of Ryan Chesley, 71 right there. That's an unfortunate break for Minnesota.
Now Pionk moves it ahead. That was out of the reach of Bettens. Chesley, who had the unlucky bounce on that last shift for Minnesota, he plays it ahead, and Dubinsky retreats behind his own goal with 5:20 to go in the third period. Now Minnesota very happy to go zone to zone, just move it ahead. This is Moore into the circle. Moore, a shot, he scores! Oliver Moore. A great shot over the stick side, the lead back to 3, 6-3 Minnesota.
Well, it's another odd man rush, Zach. We've seen UMD give up at least 2 or 3 3-on-1s or 2-on-1s. In this case, it's a 3-on-1 with a back checker. But watch this little quick release there from Moore. Oliver Moore, another first-round draft pick. You can see he's on his backhand. He just brings it to his forehand changes the angle of the shot. That's the key there. Is he's got it on his backhand side where the goaltender's playing that angle, and then he quickly brings it to his forehand, and it's off the stick so quick that the goalie can't move in time, and it's a perfectly placed shot.
His first goal of the season, it's 6-3. The lead back to 3 for Minnesota with 5 minutes to go, and now another shot off the post for the Gophers. What a response for the visitors as UMD had pulled within 2. Now Snuggerud back into the zone. His shot to the far side. The rebound to Paulson. 7-3 Minnesota.
Well, it was Snuggerud who takes this shot, and it hits something and bounces right on the tape of Paulson. He gets his first collegiate goal, I believe, here. But you'll see this. Just UMD does everything well there, and the puck ends up right on Paulson's stick, and not much you can do there, I guess, for Guyon.
Sometimes the bounce is even
down and taking chances. You got it. There's good chances and there's bad chances. like 50-50 pucks are one thing, but when it's a 20-80 opportunity to get a puck, it's not worth it. And UMD just hasn't played those percentages very well tonight.
Well, give Minnesota a lot of credit. Not only did they build the 4-0 lead, they jumped all over the Dogs in the first period, but every time UMD has punched back in this game, Minnesota has found an answer.
They really have. They've responded very well to any bit of push from UMD. Like
centering pass, they score! Molinar for UMD. And it's 7-4. A goalie. A shooting gallery here in the third period, Judd.
Well, a nice executed play there by UMD. Again, they get the puck deep. They get a guy going to the net, and Molinar, the transfer from St. Cloud, and Pionk puts it right on.
Back out to center ice for UMD. 2 minutes to play, 6-on-5, empty net for UMD. The shot's 49-20 in favor of Minnesota. Pionk walks to the middle. Bettens back to Pionk, long shot, wide of the goal. Plant tried to center. Bettens knocks down the clearing attempt. Into the corner. James, Pionk. Across for James, one-timer. Comes to Shagabay, he scores! Jason Shagabay makes it 7-5 with 1:35 to go.
Have you ever seen more weird bounces in a period, Zach? I mean, that one, again, Minnesota does a great job here keeping the puck to the outside. A block shot on a one-timer bounces right to Shagabay, the right-handed shot in the slot for a one-timer. No chance on the goalie. Right here is a one-timer, block, boom. Right, it's like pinball. It's the third goal we've seen like that.
The goaltender numbers will look pretty atrocious after